It has been said by others, and I say it too, blue is the color of legacy and vintage in Magic. It really is. Now, in the case of Force of Will, the Force of Will, Severing Winds, is in wind. It's in green. So in the case of Force of Will, at least for the early sets for sure, wind is the color of Force of Will. You want to build a really strong deck, you're going to look up some wind cards and, you know, just do something crazy. They really are very good. You can cancel spells, okay, which means that, and Mark Rosewater would puke if he saw this. In Force of Will, you have the power of blue in Magic, which is counter magic, countering spells. And you also have the power of green in Magic, which is mana ramp or will ramp in the case of Force of Will. So a lot of cards in Force of Will, I'm not showing them here, but your mana dorks, your elves, your will dorks that generate will, accelerate you, are in wind as they should be if you're plotting it, if you're keeping the magic color pie and you're applying it to Force of Will, which largely has been the case. Not here. And this is an imbalance in the game, in the early game, that I will use in this cube. I doubt in my final decks there will be any deck that does not have wind. I doubt it. I really doubt it. I may just do it as a point of illustration. Maybe I'll have a mono red deck, but yeah, I don't think I have much of a choice when I look at these cards. So cancel target normal spell, cancel spell. If you control Hansel or Greater, also draw a card. We're not going to do that too much, but eventually I will build. I plan to build one with Hansel and Gretel and just put this card to full use. Very good card, super flavorful. I mean, it's an absolute cake zone. What more do you like? Reminds me of one of my favorite cute archetypes from Yu-Gi-Oh! What is it? What is it called? I'll remember it in the next 3 seconds. Okay, so Law of Silence. Target player cannot play normal spells and summon spells until end of turn. Abandoned Wanderer, for good reason. I'll use it here as a one-off. Rewriting Laws. Turns all your magic stones into City of Ass, City of Brass. Or, until end of turn, recover up to 2 magic stones you control, draw a card. Yeah, it's a sorcery. It's a one-shot deal when your turn begins. But yeah, it just turns everything multicolor. It's a great way to drop a Wyver in a deck that doesn't have any light resonators. That's how I would do it. I would put these two and go to town. Wyver, always making cameos. And I still cannot remember that archetype, even though I've pulled 1,000 cards from it. Wind, Secluded Refuge. When it enters your field, draw a card. When a spell or ability your opponent controls targets a J resonator you control, you may banish this card. If you do, cancel that spell or ability. That's nice. You got to banish it, but you use it. And it's on your board. Because, you know, it's just an enchantment. Very nice card. Okay. You're getting 1,000 life, or put target resonator with total cost 2 or less from your graveyard into your field. Yeah, 2-drop. You're basically casting something from your graveyard. Or you can gain 1,000 life. Back to our broken friend. Which was, let me see. What was our broken friend? It was in darkness, right? It was in darkness. Where did I put it? I think I must have misplaced it. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Because I misplaced things. Oh, because I'm separating things for a Dark Alice build. Yeah, that's what happened here. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah. So think about that. 1,000 life from that dude gets you 2 cards right here. Just from that. So one card. You put it in the same deck as that. Of course, it's banned. Of course, that's the reason why it's banned, because you start thinking about the combos you can use, and they get pretty sick pretty quickly. That's why it got banned. Okay, cancel target spell unless its controller pays 1 for 1. Very early game. If you go first, well, I don't think you can do anything when you go first, but yeah, okay. You can do a lot of that. Another cancel spell. Again, these are counter spells. Crazy. Or destroy target card in a chance standby area. Very nice. Leaves of Yggdrasil from Moa. Okay, I always like to highlight Moa because I believe Moa cards are great. It's just that it's going to take 3,000 years for any of them to be worth more than 5 cents. When added resonator is put into a graveyard from a field, put that resonator into its owner's field. Yeah, so this is a protection spell. You put it on something. Okay, put it on this. Somebody whacks it, then then this goes into the graveyard, and then you can put it back. Boom. All right, that's great. It's a great effect. Scheherazade, Teller of the Crimson Moon. I don't know if you guys know, Scheherazade is the main character of 1001 Nights, and it's a beautiful, beautiful work of fiction. It's a great bunch of stories from the Arab world, and if you've never heard, it's a really mathematical story because Scheherazade begins to tell a story to save her life, and there are stories within the stories. So it's just like this really fractal way of telling stories. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. 1001 Nights. I recommend you check it out. Disney's made billions of dollars on it because, you know, Sinbad the Sailor and all that other stuff. I think Alibaba and the 40 Thieves is from 1001 Nights. Choose a race. As long as you control this card, J Resonators of the chosen race cannot attack you. Shuts down. So if you had an Alice Shadows deck, you could shut down the shadows until your opponent figures a way to whack this. Activate with 2 wind. Remove target resonator from the game. Wow. Yeah. 5-drop 1,000 to 1,200 from Moa. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's very nice. Anybody who watches this video, the -7 people who are going to watch it, you tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And you're probably right. Refarth, the Castle in Heaven. Resonators you control gain +1/+1. It's next to nothing. But when you banish this card, target resonator gets +400/400. I don't think this is anything to write home about, but I like these old cards just to look at them and say, wow, you know, I would never play it. Okay, so there you have it. I don't even know why I put it here, but it's from TAT. It's a rare. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cute. I'm not sure if it's useful, but yeah, there you have it.